Our first stop after Fern Grotto was Kauai Point, which I mistakenly called Donkey Beach in the video.
This is the area around Donkey Beach. Hopefully you can see whales and dolphins around here.
Kauai Point lies just south of Kealia Beach. The Hoary Head Mountains can be seen to the south in the distance. Humpback whales migrate from the northern Pacific each fall to breed, give birth, and nurse the calves. Populations peak between January and March when the whales are a common sight along the shore, and they'll leap in the air and slap the water with their pectoral fins and tail flukes. And swimmers can often hear the male's melodious song through the water. Unfortunately, it was too early for the whales when we were in Kauai. Spinner dolphins are also common to this area, but we did not see any this day.
This is just north of the town of Kauai.
As it was approaching noontime, we decided to make our way as far as we could on the north shore of Kauai. Our first stop was just south of Princeville at the Hanalei Valley Lookout, which is part of the Hanalei National Wildlife Refuge.
This is Hanalei National Wildlife Refuge. This is rumored to be where Puff the Magic Dragon lives, Hanalei. This is as north as we went. This is in Princeville, Hawaii, or Kauai. And
the Hanalei National Wildlife Refuge is located in the Hanalei River Valley along Kauai's northern shore. The refuge was established in November 30th, 1972 for conservation of endangered plants and animals, especially the Hawaiian stilt, the Hawaiian coot, the Hawaiian gallinule, and the Hawaiian duck. The refuge wetlands are closed to the public to protect the endangered waterbirds and taro crops. A new overlook visitor center is planned at this spot. Our final stop before heading back to our resort was Waikoko Beach. Waikoko Beach is a secluded beach located at the far west end of Hanalei Bay, and it's a famed surf site. Hawaiians named this location Waikoko, which translates to blood water, probably because of the red mud washing off the hillside. We didn't head further west because our destinations, Hyena State Park and Limahuli Garden and Preserve National Tropical Botanic Garden, were both not accepting further visitors that particular day. Although we could have taken the shuttle bus into the park, there was also no more parking available at the shuttle bus station.
And this is Waikoko Beach. So this is as far as we're going. We're past where the shuttle parking is, and unfortunately there's no parking supposedly at the shuttle right now. And we wouldn't be able to really spend any time at the other spot. I think it's something where if you're coming here, you need to do it, stay on the North Shore in order to see some of this stuff. Here we are across the street from the beach, and there's a hidden road that goes down someplace. I'm sure it's a private road, and it doesn't look in good condition. There we are.
We tried to find some waterfalls near Kilauea, but were unsuccessful. Instead, we went down a road which had some of the most luxurious houses we've ever seen in our life. Apparently, the ultra-rich like to make their homes in this part of Kauai. Our next stop was Heiau Beach.
Here we're at Heiau Beach. In Kilauea, Kauai. Apparently this is where the uber rich now live in this area. We were looking for some waterfalls and couldn't find it, but we found some awfully nice rich people's houses, which is interesting.
Located at the mouth of the Kalahewai stream, Kalahewai Beach is a wide sand beach in a picturesque bay. The beach is lined with ironwood trees, which offer shade. We next made our way towards Kalalea Mountain, also known as the world-famous King Kong Peak.
I guess it's supposed to be like a profile of King Kong, maybe if I got closer. But I guess this is where they filmed the movie King Kong.
Kalalea Mountain consists of two peaks, the Hokualele Peak and Mano Mountain. Mano is the second peak that has a unique shark fin-like appearance. Another peculiar shape of the mountain range becomes evident when viewed in its entirety. When viewed from afar, the stark silhouette formed by the ridgeline against the sky resembles the profile of a woman sleeping on her back with arms folded. We next made our way to the Kauai Hindu Temple. The temple grounds appear very lush, but unfortunately, they only give free 90-minute tours once a week by reservation, and this was not one of the days that we could get a tour. We were able to take a walk through a garden path dedicated to Lord Hanuman, a Hindu god and a divine Vanara companion of the god Rama.
And this is, we're going towards a Hindu temple. You walk through some bamboo, I guess, to take the path.
The path through the bamboo marks the entrance to the first world.
So here's the path through the bamboo. It's really cool hearing the bamboo make noise with the wind. Walking through the bamboo trail.
At the end of the path is a small temple or altar. I believe it's called a mandir. We continued to follow the path, passing past trees, until we came to a road where we found out that the path to the temple was closed. Our next stop was the National Historic Landmark Poliahu, Heiau.
This is the Poliahu Heiau temple area.
There are cows down there.
Hmm?
There's cows down there.
Yeah.
Poliahu, Heiau is located on a bluff above the Waialua River and has commanding views of both the Waialua Bay and the ridges and peaks of the Waialua River Valley. This Luakini Heiau originally enclosed just over 1 acre with rock walls measuring 5 feet high and 5 feet wide. Legend says that it was built by the Minahuni, mythical dwarf-like craftsmen.
And here are the temple walls.
Poliahu Heiau was a Luakini Heiau, a native Hawaiian sacred place where human and animal blood sacrifices were offered. We made a stop at Scotty's Music House in Lihue before heading back to the resort for dinner. Having really liked the sound of the 8-string tenor uke that I heard being played on the trip to Fern Grotto, I was intrigued to see what one of these might cost. We stopped off at Scotty's, who had an amazing selection of ukuleles, more than I'd ever seen any single store ever have. And I guess you have to expect that, it being in Hawaii. The salesperson, whose name escapes me, was incredibly knowledgeable, and we spent some 45 minutes there as he told us all about how koa wood is harvested. Eventually he showed me what could be my dream uke, a kamaka 8-string tenor made out of koa wood. However, the $3,300 price tag was a little rich for my blood, and I didn't want to be carrying one around for another 10 days. For dinner, we decided to go across the street from the resort to the Poipu shopping village, and ended up choosing the Bangkok Happy Bowl Thai Bistro and Sushi Bar for dinner. Perhaps the most interesting thing was that in the middle of the shopping village was this huge tree, and in the tree was a huge amount of different types of birds, all making a lot of noise. Awful lot of birds up there making noise. The final stop of the day was to see the blowhole at Spouting Beach Park, about a 10-minute drive from the resort. Spouting Beach Park is a delightful lookout where you can watch a blowhole spout a plume of seawater into the air. The water spout occurs whenever waves are forced under the lava shelf and up through an opening in the rocky coast. Depending on the tide and ocean conditions, the water may spout as far as 50 feet into the air.
And this is the spouting horn.